Hey, hi, hello. So I'm just making this video to show you how to change this SVG that's an object into stroke slash path, which I know there is no easy way to do this. Like it is going to have to be doing it manually, which is a bit of a pain, but we will persevere. Um, and it might take a while to refine it, but I suppose these things just have to be done sometimes, unfortunately. Um, yeah, so what I'll do is I'll just change this to a different color just so I know that that's the underlayer, and then I'll just going to lock this then as well so I don't mess up any of the points. Yeah, so now I'm going to go get my pen tool, zoom in, and get to work, I suppose. What you can do instead of doing like a path like this, we can get the rectangle tool. Okay, that's like this because I have the rounded corners. Change it to black. So we can do it this way too. I'll turn off the magnet there so it's not sticking to any of the points. And then we'll change this to stroke, and I have the stroke on really big. So I'll change that down. So this is like a very tiny file, so the strokes are going to be huge even though they're only like 0.2 of a pixel. Yeah, so just match it up to what's there. Yeah, and then for other things that aren't squares or whatever, you can just go in with the pen tool and do it that way. And you can hold control and it just straightens that out for you. And if you want to go up in these little increments, you can hold down Alt and then the arrow key, because if you hold down, say, if you just do the arrow, it just goes miles away. If you hold down the Alt, it does smaller steps, which is nice. And I can check how well I'm doing. Am I doing this? This curve is a bit out. It's fine. It mightn't be my fault. It could just be the way the person who made this icon originally had it. And you know what? It's fine if it doesn't completely match up. At the end of the day, we're just doing as close as we can get. Flatten the caps off. Just make sure you save as well along the way. I'm sure you know that already. Okay, so I'm actually going to do like a hex. Is it a hexagon? 1, 2, 3. If it's 6, I think so. Yeah, if it's 6, it's a hexagon. So I'm actually going to get my hexagon tool up here. So I click hexagon and then, or that's pentagon, but yeah, 6, and then we can give ourselves a lovely one of these. And then I will just get it together to line up. For some reason it's a bit off, which is kind of weird. I'll change that to path. Then we can move these around. But yeah, a lot of the times when it comes to like drawing out these shapes, you kind of just have to see what's already there, kind of deconstruct it yourself, and I guess see the best way to do it that way. I think that might be a bit big. I think our outside was 2. Was our outside 2? Yeah, so I'll keep the inside at 2 as well. So they're all the same. Put that up. And then we can do the inside then, just with our pen tool. It'll be easier. Yeah, I'm trying to think what's the best way to do this. So I'll probably have to do like that. And then just one line down the way then with my pen tool. And if you hold down Control, it'll give you a straight line. See? I don't know why. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Okay, so once you have all your paths drawn then, here what you can do is you can combine them so they're all together. So then when I click that object, they're all grouped but like in a way where it's all the paths and it'll actually save when you export an SVG. So yeah, so we'll get going with these bits then. Usually what you can do is you can copy and paste this square, which I might do. Yeah, so I'll work and just do, oh, it's bottom 2. Don't know why I did that. They were grouped together, that's why. Okay. Now, so when I have this copied, I can just take this, break it apart at selected nodes. So I'll select this one, just so I can break up that path. And then I can move this over. It's the wrong one. We can delete that one actually. So we will remove this over. I'll take this, do the same here. Bring it down. No, nice. And then we can just copy, just duplicate that and put it down where it's meant to be. Sometimes if you want things to snap, you can turn back on that magnet. So I'm just going to clean this up a bit because it's annoying me. Now, let's probably move over a bit. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, so when I look at this icon then, I was going to say I needed to round off these corners, but then I actually went and looked back at the icon rules that I have set out for this particular project, and it says here interior corners should not be rounded, so I'm actually okay, I don't have to round those off for this. Yeah, so then I'll just highlight everything and I'll just do that thing on the path again where I combine everything. So I can go back, yeah, and I can just round them off again. Cool. And then I'll just fix up some of the things I have. And sometimes you can make mistakes, like something can look complete and then you can upload it or whatever, and then you realise later on that, oh, I forgot to fix this little bit of a stroke here. That's fine. Just do it when you see it. You can always re-upload. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Enough things to be worrying about. Okay, so I brought this back into my icon template just so it's the right dimensions, and then I also changed the stroke then to 2 pixels, which this canvas is a lot bigger than the one I was initially working with, so I had to scale it up. And also I was able to use 2 pixels. If you remember last time we were using 0.2, and that's what that looks like. So yeah, so that's that done then. So then when this gets used in an application, then the engineers will be able to just adjust the stroke with the code. Yeah, so they probably won't go that big, but if they wanted to make it thinner, like say down to 1, you can see that it scales down for them. Yeah, I will send this off then to be shipped. Thanks.